Some thoughts. My journey, July 17, 2010. I have been asked by a few people about my journey to this moment and how it is that I see the world the way I do. I could write a book. I will start my journey at what I define as my conscious attempt to understand reality, although I would not have used that term when I first started. In approximately 1982-83, I was 28 years of age, married with 2 children, and share farming with my then father-in-law. I had no interest in anything spiritual or esoteric. On a particular day, I was driving our tractor, putting out food for our cattle. For a moment of time, I was no longer there on our farm. Suddenly I was riding across a flat grassy plain with about 8 other men, all on horseback, all dressed like French musketeers. There was a sense of extreme urgency. I could feel the horse I was riding. I could feel the wind in my body. Everything was very real. Now, I don't know how long that experience lasted. It can only have been a few moments. Sitting on my tractor immediately after, I was speechless, for it was so real. I had no interest in musketeers, had not seen any movies, etc. So I always mark that as the place that is my starting point, although I know the starting point predates my birth. This led me to get a book on meditating. I do not know why nobody in my world meditated. Almost immediately, after only several days, I had an out-of-body experience, or rather I tried to see beyond my body as I meditated, and I could. The first book I obtained was purely a relaxation book, nothing spiritual or religious. In hindsight, I was always being guided to the right book to read to take me along my road. I did not attend any groups, so I was open to explore wherever I was guided. From approximately 1987, I started exploring my dream state and quickly discovered that there were many types of dreams, and that some were happening in places that were real. I discovered that I could consciously look for things in my dream state and was able to observe different technologies. I would be constantly waking to record my dreams as well as my meditation. I was meditating between 5 to 8 hours a day. I was also running our farm, which was an orchard, as well as small crops and cattle. Periodically, I would stop my explorations as a result of certain experiences that I could not explain, but always I started again after a week or so. In 1991, I was floating in float tanks, sensory deprivation tanks, for up to 3 hours at a time per session, and several times a week, and was experiencing some pretty amazing stuff. If you have not experienced float tanks, I would highly recommend the experience. In one of those sessions, I had an experience when I went back to the moment of creation, where the Creator thought, "I am," and then started to split itself again and again and again so that it could experience, bringing itself into the physical being. First gases, and then more complex forms, and ultimately across the broad expanse of time and space into human form, its most complex creation, the complexity due to its ability to be a multidimensional being. This experience has forever changed how I see the world and has given me a deeper understanding of the term oneness. After those sessions in the float tanks, my life took another change of direction. I could now touch people and see and experience other places that they existed in past lives. For many years I helped people across or helped them access those other places in space-time where other lives were being lived, past lives. I helped my clients to understand their patterning, why they were here. I came to understand that we, the Creator, chose our life and circumstances. I ran meditation groups and personal development groups for approximately 11 years, from 1996 to 2007 with my then partner. So all these experiences shape how I see and experience my life, my reality. In my reality, we are the Creator exploring all of the myriad possibilities of itself. Through our individual lives, we are how it evolves. We are it. We are the Creator. This is not an abstract concept for myself, as I have personally experienced these things. I also know that this is not an absolute truth. This is merely my truth, arrived at as a result of my direct personal experiences. Over the years, I have come to understand the importance of discovering our own personal truths, of trusting our intuition, and being courageous enough to live by our truths. Life is not always about being happy, although happiness, it would seem, is often the end product. This reality that we all share is a wondrously complex reality of infinite possibilities. I trust that this helps you understand my reality. Love and peace to all beings.